It's what a lot of people think is wrong about the trash talk of this era, because there's an era right now, right? We're in the trash talk era.
Absolutely.
And some people are really good at it and some people are terrible at it. But it seems like everybody's trying. I mean, Masvidal recently, when he just beat Darren Till, it was very interesting because, you know, his take on it before the fight was, why trash talk? Like, what are we doing? What are we, you know, why we're going to fight? Like, what is all this bullshit about? Like, he doesn't like it. He was like, I don't like where this is going. I don't like where the sport is going.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I had to adjust to. Because I wasn't brought on those principles. I'm not, you know, I'm not here. Yeah, I wasn't here for a salesman.
Right.
Like, people ask me all the time, why do you do this? And I chose to do this. Like, I'm college educated. I can get a fucking job and sit in an office and punch numbers and all that. But I chose to do this because of my burning desire to compete. That's what even now, when I compete with guys, I'm not competing angry. I don't want to kill this guy. I'm not rah, rah, rah and all that shit. No, it's competition for me. My mind is, I'm going to beat you. And which goes to attest with how I fight and how I compete. I'm not like that. This is not the only thing that I can do. And so this era came about where now everybody, you got to talk shit, you got to sell, you got to do this and do that. And so,
do you feel any pressure to do that?
Initially, at some point I did, because it was, I was fighting the way I was fighting. I was dominating guys and I was getting nowhere.
Right.
It was like no notoriety. They were kind of like just kind of putting you on the wayside. They would always tell me, oh, you get a top 10 guy. You'll get a top 10 guy. But it wouldn't happen. It was like, oh, you fight this guy. And you can't really argue with them because this promotion is giving you the opportunity to even really make money at all for the career path that you chose. So for a while, I just felt like, man, this is not, I guess I just got to do this, because you saw it. The other clown, Covington, he had to do that. He absolutely had. Nothing has changed with the way that he fights. He's done the exact same thing since he'd been in the UFC. But after the first couple of fights, no one gave a shit. So he felt, you know what? No, I'm just going to have to start doing this.
Right.
Everyone knows it's fake.
Right.
Because he just one day woke up and started doing it. And that's the thing now. You have to do, people try to say you have to do that. But for me, is what I'm not going to do is, I'm not going to just sell my soul just to, oh yeah, I'm just trying to earn a couple bucks, because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it the right way. George did it the right way. And I'm a firm believer that when you do it the right way, you will earn what you deserve. It will come to you at some point.
I don't think that you have to. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe Covington does, because that dude freaking sucks.
He showed, but like, you got to give it to him. He did beat Dos Anjos. That was a big victory. He did beat Damian Maia. That was a big victory.
Absolutely.
Those are two legit victories over two very dangerous guys. He did beat those guys.
Yes, absolutely.
So he's got skill on top of the trash talking. But the trash talking bumped him ahead of you in line, and a lot of us were surprised. You know, I was surprised. I was surprised.
I mean, that he had to do it, and I mean, it's gotten him where he has. And I mean, look what he did 2 weeks ago when I fought. His whole deal was for me to create an uproar, to get my name back in the picture, and he did a wonderful job. This is one thing that I would say, is that he has done a wonderful job at having people talk about him, whether you hate him, which, and even the bosses have said the exact same thing, is no one has done what he's done. No one has ever created the persona that is unanimously hated worldwide. Like, unanimously. There's not even...
He's a heel. Like a wrestling heel.
Like, literally a heel. Like, those guys, they still had fans, you know, that wanted to see him succeed. Like, nobody likes... He's not safe anywhere.
No.
You know, you don't even have to be... There's flyweights that want to hurt this guy. You know? So, it unanimously he's done a good job of creating that, which I love. And I appreciate that.
It's going to sell a lot of pay-per-views when you guys fight.
Yeah, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. Like, I give credit where credit is due. I appreciate the fact that he's done that. And that's one thing that Rashad taught me over the years, is that you have to appreciate certain things like that. And I do. I always wanted this moment. I always wanted that Conor and Khabib, that adversary, that Rashad and Rampage, that Hughes and George St. Pierre. Like, I always wanted that. And he's done a good job of creating that.
So not just an adversary in terms of like a legitimate, worthy opponent, but a dude that you want to fuck up.
Absolutely. I mean, I haven't been in a fight yet where it was like malicious. Like I was maliciously trying to hurt someone.
Right.
I haven't been in that fight yet. Yes, I don't. That's the thing about me is with my mind. My mind is strong. I don't compete. Oh yeah, I'm trying to kill this guy, and then you swing 5 punches, you miss. Now you're dead tired.
Yeah.
I don't compete like that. This one, I'm still going to compete as myself, but there's going to be a little extra oomph behind these elbows now. I'm going to fillet your face with a little longer cuts. I'm trying to. This one is going to be one that I really enjoy.
Well, that was the same with Khabib and Conor when he said, I want to change your face.
Yes.
When he said that, I was like, damn, that's deep. I want to change your face.
And you saw that even when Khabib was like that.
Yeah.
Khabib was never out of character. And Khabib never was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go out there and try to kill this guy.
Right.
There's a certain level, there's a certain mentality that certain fighters have to have. And Khabib is another guy that I've seen that competes similarly to the way that I do as far as his mind, where it's at. Like, I don't give a shit what you do. Talk about me. Do all this. Try to distract me. Like, they tried me. This whole leading up to the Tyron fight, they did everything. What are you gonna do? And then you had his little sidekick that looked like Sideshow Bob that was talking and doing this, trying to distract me. And then Colby popped up trying to distract me. That didn't change anything. That's not gonna do nothing to me. Like, my mind is on competing. I'm gonna compete to the best of my abilities, and I'm gonna embarrass you. And then this guy is gonna be even more worth it.
The big change in your skill set from your first fight in the UFC to now is your striking. Your wrestling has always been outstanding. Your cardio has always been excellent, but your striking is much more fluid and much looser. You're much more efficient now. You were always powerful, but it seems like now everything's flowing together. Like, you don't have any holes in your game anymore. It's a different thing.